Excellent.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good, and welcome to the Business Done Right podcast. So when I asked you what is it that you do, you said that you have a beauty school.
Yes,
right?
correct.
Tell me a little bit more about your beauty school.
So a beauty school actually situated also in Randburg and Pretoria. We do all-round beauty therapy. We do trainings, workshops, and we're out there to just give out skills to a black girl child who is interested in getting into skills and making things better for themselves at home. Yes.
And why beauty?
Well, it's very tricky, but it's a very interesting industry where we have various treatments done. And at the end of the day, you're coming in looking all dull and sad. You obviously get out looking glowing, happy, your moods change. So I feel it's a very good impact that we always have on our clients and students at the end of the training. Yes.
And how did you decide to get into the business? Was it your first business, or maybe before you went into beauty, you had another business? Just tell me about your journey as a business owner.
As a business owner. So, the Beauty Academy is my first business. I studied here in South Africa for 2 years, beauty therapy for 2 years. And I went into working in spas and salon. But I actually find myself explaining what a cuticle oil is, explaining how to hold a file, explaining what an acetone is. And I told myself, you know what, I think your dream, what you actually need to do is go into training. And I looked around the environment where I am, and I discovered that trainings are not, at that time in 2009, we don't really have trainings. It's either you go to your UJ or you go to your face-to-face where you have to be at school for 2-3 years. And I said, okay, you know what? I can create like a short course. And that's how I started.
That's amazing.
So from a short course, now we are also internationally accredited.
Oh.
So we give out international certificates.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And I think we are similar in what we do, because I've also got an academy, right? If you like academy. And I think we are more the same way. I also realized that I'm not really the kind of entrepreneur to build a product. I would rather teach people that are building products to actually do that.
And it's very easy, and you feel so free and so happy doing that, because the next part obviously is getting your knowledge, and you feel very happy sharing it.
I absolutely resonate with that. Yes. So just take me through your course then. What does it involve? How long is the duration of the course? And what do people get from the beginning to the end?
All right. So we do have trainings in your massage therapy, where we train them how to do an Indian head massage, a full body massage, how to use the stones, the hot stones. We also teach them makeup techniques. We also teach them facials, how to take care of the skin, what toners to use, what moisturizers to use, what cleansers to use, what type of skin types the client has. We also making hair. So we also do like your braiding, your cornrows, and all of that, everything hair. And we do microblading, lashes, individual lashes, and so but for now, we do have short courses. Actually, not for now. We've been doing that. We do have short courses that takes about 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
Right? And after that, we obviously assess them theory-wise and practical-wise, where they have to go bring in an actual client to work on. And there we are able to see how confident they are working on a client outside. And then we mark them based on that. And then we have more like an attendance certificate. Should you wish to obviously upgrade your certificate, you are more than welcome to do that. Then we go into having to do the international. And then you are able to work on a cruise ship outside South Africa, wherever, top salons or spas. But for me, I always, because I was born in beauty, I was born in business, I always advise my ladies that you go out there, you create something for yourself. Yes, it's good to obviously have the knowledge, get your clientele, but before getting a clientele, obviously you have to work at a particular salon or a spa. So you are okay working with someone. And my goal is I train you to be your own boss.
That's amazing.
And I think I've...
So does it have also an element of business training? Because
Yes.
it's one thing for me to come and learn how to do makeup and do hair, but then how do I actually translate it
Yes.
into a business?
Yes. Before the end of the training, we actually make them create their own business cards, their own price lists, make them go out there to work on clients, create their own clientele. So we also have a bit of training in terms of beauty in the beginning of the course,
Yeah.
the beginning of the training, to let them know, okay, this is what you need to earn, this is how you need to approach your clients. If you want to own a business, this is what you need to have and want, and all of that.
Okay. And do they come physically to the school, or you also have an online element of it?
We do have both. So we
Okay.
do have online and physical. You can actually pop into the academy anytime, any day. Just call us.
Okay. And then with a lot of other beauty schools that are out there, why should somebody then come to yours? What makes you stand out?
All right, that's a very good question. Well, as you know, beauty schools are not cheap.
Yeah.
But the main reason why I also went into this is because of how I grew up and how I was trained, and I didn't have everything that I wanted. And I found out that my mom was struggling at that time, but she definitely made it possible for me to be into the beauty school. So I feel at this point, I'm here to give whatever price. Our prices are very affordable to every Black child who can't really afford paying 100,000 for a year or 60,000 for a year. It's very affordable. It's very, very affordable. So we have prices from your 3K up to 40K. And that's
Sure,
it. And
yeah.
there's obviously payment plans.
Yeah, that is actually affordable.
Very affordable.
And anything that you would like to say to anybody that's listening that maybe might want to connect with you, might want to come to your school?
So ladies, if you would like to venture into the beauty industry, it's a very, very interesting journey to get into. Come to us. We will guide you through everything, and we will make sure that you get your dream job and dream career in beauty therapy.
Simple, spoken like a salesperson, and I like that. I think we should never forget, even though we've got a story behind our brands,
Yes.
even if we love what we do, we are passionate,
Correct.
we want to change people's lives.
Yes.
Ultimately, we must sell, right?
Sell,
We must
yes.
get that Woolies bag.
Good, that one.
All right. So as a business coach and a business mentor, right, I normally help small business owners to find solutions to their business challenges and to help them grow and develop. So would you have any question that you would want to ask me that I can whoop up my magic wand and do my best to answer?
Yeah, I would also like to venture into having a skills training in the rural areas. How do I go about that? Yes.
You know, this one, I know a lot of people might end up rolling their eyes at me. But remember, whichever market that you're going to move into, you need to consider, can that market afford what I'm providing, right? And by venturing into that market, how would you sustain the profits of your business? So maybe probably if you're charging 3K, let's say here in Gauteng, in Johannesburg, would somebody in the rural areas be able to afford that 3K, right? Does that make sense? So consider the market that you are entering into, right? Another option in which you could go about it, because I don't want you to find yourself venturing into that market and then down the line, it's not making you the money that you wanted.
Correct.
Does that make sense? So one of the best ways as a skills development academy is trying to find sponsors or funders that can sponsor you and fund you to then go and uplift the women
Yes,
or the
that's
girl
what I
child
want.
that are in the rural areas.
Yes.
So one of the ways to go about it is find corporate social initiatives. There's companies that always want to do CSI programs in rural areas, in local communities. Obviously, you'd have to do the legwork of developing a good proposal in terms of, this is what I intend to do, this is how I'm going to do it. You would have to show the success of your academy right now as it stands. How many people have you impacted? From those people that you've trained, how many were able to start businesses? How many were able to actually earn a living for themselves? you present that obviously then to the CSI managers who would then be able to sponsor or fund
that movement.
Yeah, so you can use it as a fund a girl to start a beauty business, something like that. And then you know how much it is. Then maybe they can fund the entire amount, or sometimes you can do subsidies. So maybe if your cost is 5,000 rands, the sponsor or the funder would pay half of it or a certain portion of it, and then the child or the girl in the rural areas can pay the other half of it. So you'd have to find a working model that can help you then to get into the market of funding and sponsorships. But I would say start with large corporations, corporate companies always want to develop communities. True. And also find corporate companies in the actual community that you want to impact. So start with one. So if, let's say, the rural Eastern Cape, right? Which corporate company is in the Eastern Cape, maybe one of the areas there, and say, this is a need that I saw in this particular community. I've engaged with that particular community and they would want to be part of what I'm trying to build. Can you kindly sponsor it as a way to give back to the community? So they always would have such, it's not easy to get in. It's something that you'd have to it must be your long-term strategy. But once you are in, you get your first one and then it becomes very easy for it to even be repeat sponsorship and funding.
Yeah, because actually next year, we are planning on having a lady training at Harangua.
Yes.
We do have a building there at the moment. So we're just looking for how to get the ladies together over that side and give them those trainings.
Yeah. The best thing is gather your evidence.
Yes,
if you're going to go and train 50 young women, capture images of you doing that event, training them, their testimonials, what happened to, how did their lives change after they did your program, and then go and sell that story to say, with your funding, with your sponsorship, we can impact 100 more women.
A lot of ladies.
But you have to go into the communities first, speak to them, get the data. Is this something that you need? What's the struggles of your community as Harangua, for example?
Yes.
Document that and go sell that to the possible sponsors or funders.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And all the best with your business. Where can people find it?
We are on all the socials. We are on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And you can find us, our name is Excel International Beauty Academy. So when you just put in Excel International, it pops up.
Google will show you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.